On May 16, 2021, Iranian police were called to a suburb of Tehran after a bag containing human remains was discovered. It was later revealed that the remains belonged to a very famous individual. These remains found in the trash led the police to investigate an unprecedented case. In this episode video, we will share the details of this story, so be sure to watch the video to the end. The story began when a suspicious blood-stained bag next to a trash can caught the attention of a passerby. The man approached the leather bag to inspect it and was horrified to find human remains protruding from it. He immediately alerted the police about this terrifying discovery. The quiet part of the Tehran suburb quickly turned into a crime scene, cordoned off by police who began their investigations immediately. It seemed that only parts of the victim's body were found, such as hands and feet, while the rest of the body was still missing. The police were able to identify the victim through fingerprint analysis, revealing that the victim was the young Iranian director, Babak Khorramdin, whose films had won several awards at festivals in Iran and abroad. Babak was well known in Iran, and his death shocked the Iranian community deeply. He was not only a prominent artistic figure, but also a university directing instructor with many admiring students and fans. Babak had international fame and was particularly known for writing and directing short films, for which he received several awards, including the Best Short Fiction Film Award at the International Humanitarian Film Festival for his film Burberry Garden Rank, and the Honorary Award for Best Director at the 5th Puran Edasami International Film Festival. He also won Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Best Sound for the same film at the 6th Nahal Student Film Festival. Among Babak's significant works were the feature film Elegy to Yashar and the short film Half Razan, as well as other short films like Tuesday Mom and Presents. The pressure on the investigators to solve the case quickly was immense. The police managed to identify a main suspect in record time by tracing surveillance cameras from Babak's home, where he lived with his parents, to the location where the remains were found. Although the distance between the two sites was short, the investigators had to review hours of surveillance footage. They eventually saw a chilling scene. Babak's parents were captured on camera carrying the bag containing their son's remains and dumping it near a trash can. They repeated this process 3 times, each time disposing of a different bag near a different trash can. Using the surveillance recordings, the investigators located the remaining parts of the young director's body. Babak's parents, Babak Khorramdin, an 81-year-old former army officer who fought in the Iran-Iraq War, and his 74-year-old wife, Irene Khorramdin, were arrested. The elderly couple was taken to the police station, where Akbar was highly cooperative and gave a detailed confession without any remorse. Akbar explained that he was completely dissatisfied with Babak's behavior, which had changed significantly over the last 6 years. He mentioned that Babak had become involved in drug use and remained unmarried into his 40s, seducing some of his female students at the university for sexual relations. Akbar described his son as morally corrupt and far from the high ethical standards promoted by the Iranian Islamic Revolution, which Akbar himself had fervently supported and fought for during the 8-year war with Iraq. The stern parents felt they could not stand idly by while their son was steeped in moral decay, and he was not committed to the principles of Sharia that his parents believed in. Despite their efforts to dissuade him from his actions in every possible way, it became clear to them that changing his ideas was difficult. Consequently, the couple decided to get rid of their son and end his life, as they viewed him as a corrupting influence on society, especially since he spread those ideas through his films. Moreover, as a university professor, he influenced his students with his corrupt opinions and beliefs. Akbar devised a plan and asked his wife to prepare a popular Iranian dish made of chicken and other ingredients. Both Akbar and his wife knew that this dish was their son Babak's favorite meal. and he would not hesitate to eat it even if he suspected something. His mother added a large amount of a sedative to the delicious chicken dish. Akbar later told investigators that he was well aware that his son could lose his life due to the excessive sedative dose and hoped that would simplify their task. However, in case it didn't work, Akbar was ready with a large knife to stab him to death. When Babak returned home from the university that day, he wasn't hungry and was extremely tired, so he went to his room to sleep for a while. His mother kept the prepared chicken dish in the refrigerator. The next morning, Babak woke up hungry, heated his favorite dish, and ate it. Immediately after finishing his meal, the young filmmaker fainted and fell to the ground. However, his parents were not sure he had died, so Akbar tied Babak to a chair in case he woke up suddenly. He also wrapped a plastic bag around his head to prevent him from screaming before stabbing him repeatedly, ensuring he was dead. Afterward, Akbar and his wife dismembered the body into 3 main parts, placed each part in a separate bag, and disposed of them in the garbage. The shocking crime left many in disbelief, but wait until you hear the next confession. Akbar revealed to investigators that this was not the first time they committed such a crime. He admitted to killing his daughter Arzu in the same way in 2018, disposing of her body similarly. The motive was the same, as the parents were displeased with her behavior, which included drug use and alcohol consumption, disregarding Islamic laws valued by her parents. Not only did Akbar and his wife target their children, but they also confessed to killing their daughter's husband, who was Akbar's nephew, due to his immoral behavior, as he was clearly leading a life full of alcohol and drugs. In their final confession, the couple mentioned that they intended to eliminate the rest of their children before the police arrested them. They stated they would never allow moral corruption to spread among the youth and decided to start with their own family. The investigators referred the elderly couple to a psychological committee to assess their mental capabilities. The committee's report confirmed that both Akbar and his wife were mentally sound and fully responsible for their crimes. The report also noted that the couple was completely convinced of their bloody beliefs, justifying their actions with strong arguments and references from the Quran, the Sunnah, and sayings of scholars. The couple emphasized that their beliefs represented the core of the Iranian Revolution, which they had supported, and Akbar had risked his life defending during the Iran-Iraq War. Although the punishment for murder in Iran is usually execution, if the victim is the perpetrator's child, the maximum sentence is 10 years in prison. What do you think, dear viewers? Don't forget to share your opinions in the comments below, and support us by liking and subscribing to the channel for more updates.